because of all the rain and everything last night. So it's got a little bit more space in here set up for equipment. Because it's a frontline engine and we respond like right now. Are you familiar with our staffing model? Like the ambulance guys jump over to the ladder truck?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
All right, so this ladder truck has a first aid bag in it. You know, I don't know if you saw that in here. It's really dark, but that's the first aid bag, and it's just basic stuff. But our full-time staff rigs, like our engines at all our stations and our ambulances are ALS, which is Advanced Life Support level, so that we have at least one paramedic on the rigs at all times. So we have a lot of extra medical equipment in here, so there's some space for that. Similar thing, pump panel, pre-connect hoses in transverse compartments. Here's engineer's compartment, so it would have all those fittings. This has spare air packs here, spare air bottles for the air packs, the high-rise kit and everything, various extinguishers, you know. So very similar in setup. One of the things that you get to that's a big difference is we have extrication equipment on the frontline engines. So in case of a car accident where there's people entrapped, something like that, we have the hydraulic pump, hoses, various tools. People refer to them a lot as the jaws of life. Different tools that would enable us to extricate somebody from a vehicle that's been damaged in a wreck. So this equipment would not be found on the ladder trucks. Engine 12 also has an onboard cascade system, which is a really nice thing to have. So as we're working at the scene of a structure fire, we're breathing that air out of those bottles. We have a lot of spare bottles, but it's nice to have the option to refill those bottles with air that's already been, is good to go. So we have up top here, right behind those normal fire department, there's 2 big bottles on each side that have air in them. And they're set up so we can open this compartment up. And right while we're on scene, we can, as the engineer's maybe not as busy, if he's got his connections made and everything, he can start refilling air bottles as people use them up off this onboard cascade system. Otherwise, we have a fixed system at our headquarters station. So if we'll go there and we will fill up bottles there on a regular basis, or eventually, if this thing gets used and these bottles decrease in pressure, as we use up that air, we can take this rig to headquarters and refill those bottles off the fixed system that's at that station. Additionally, there's some more extrication equipment. We have a whole complement of like battery tools. I talked about those batteries for the fan. So we have a whole set of like drills and saws and things like that. This is just a sawzall, which again can come in really handy in extrication because you put in a metal cutting blade and it'll cut through real quick a vehicle doors and the body material of most vehicles without trouble. Also things you would not find on the ladder truck. Let's see, this is a little bit different. Again, air chisel kit, that's for extrication. But we also have rescue rope for search and that just is used as a guideline. If we are in a building that's visibility is decreased and we don't have a hose line to search off of, we utilize that. And then this is a RIT pack. And all of our frontline engines have this. So ultimately the goal of a fire is to get the fire out and everything, but if a firefighter should have a problem, be injured or run out of air or get lost or trapped, we take this, has various things in there, webbing, flashlights, and basically there's a crew that will be dedicated to go to the aid of a firefighter that is operating on a scene that might need that help. But the big thing is it contains a much larger air bottle than what we carry on our backs, rated to an hour for breathing. So we would take that in, whatever his problem may be. You know, he could be injured, he might have run out of air, his equipment might have malfunctioned, his face piece mast might have broken. So we take some of the basic things that we would need in order to assist him. So we have not only this big air bottle, but we have a spare mask and hoses as well. So again, this is something that is on our frontline engines only, not found on the ladder trucks. Anything else that you can think of that's different?
No, I think that covered it. Like I said, typically it's a duplication of equipment. This has some more specialized stuff on it, including some task.
Sets of tools, the cribbing, all these blocks are for extrication to help stabilize the vehicle. You got a saw. This is a smoke ejector fan. This one plugs in and is used to, where the other one is called a positive pressure ventilation. So we set it outside, right at a doorway, and push air in to push air out openings. This we might take in, run an extension cord, and we actually use it to pull air out.